We are approaching that time of the year, everybody. It's almost about that time for that day. That day that happens every year. We were about to look at the Kansas City Chiefs in another Super Bowl. Y'all thought I was talking about Valentine's Day. No, I'm not talking about that. No, no. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, that day is more special than Valentine's Day. See, with Valentine's Day, they just trying to get you to spend money and stuff. It's very commercialized. Well, the Super Bowl is commercialized too, but you get to watch football. So I think that's better. All right. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes did it again. I think after today, this is the end of the whole Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen thing. Like, that's no longer a rivalry, man. It's not. Like, how many chances are we going to give Josh Allen to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs? It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I remember back in 2021. Oh, if Josh Allen had a bit more time, if he got the ball back. You had the ball in regulation. You could have ended it in regulation, but you didn't. Kept going to overtime. That's how the rules were back then in overtime. Now, hey, you had a chance. And don't tell me Josh Allen. Well, Josh Allen, he didn't have any receivers. Well, what you think Patrick Mahomes been doing ever since he doesn't have since Tyreek Hill left? Travis Kelsey is not the same Travis Kelsey. He's still Travis Kelsey. But if you're familiar with playing the game, if you're playing Madden, Travis Kelsey's like awareness is super high. It's probably a 95, 96 or something. Hell, maybe 99. But his athleticism and all of that is not the same. His speed is not the same. Energy is not the same. Strength is not the same as it was 3, 4 years ago. And also, you know what, Bills, you should have worked. You could have worked. You should have worked something out with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, two Pro Bowl receivers you already had on the roster. Josh Allen did a phenomenal job this season. He's probably going to get the MVP award. Did they give out the MVP award yet? I mean, he's either going to get it or he's going to be run up to Lamar Jackson, and I think he should be running up to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson had an even better year. Okay, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It kind of feels like this year it was set up to where they rather have what's the what I'm like how can I word this? They wanted it to set it up for Josh Allen to get the MVP instead of Josh Allen to get the Super Bowl because I feel like had they figured out a way to keep Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, then that means they're focusing on getting the Super Bowl. But part of the argument on why he didn't get the MVP last year against Lamar Jackson is because Josh Allen has two Pro Bowl receivers. So let's prove a point that Josh Allen can do it by himself. Well, not really by himself, but let's minus the two Pro Bowl receivers that he had. He put up the stats, he put up the numbers. He did. They dominated the division, a very weak division. Okay? A very weak division. Let's be real here. And that weakened their Super Bowl chances. I know they only lost by 3 points to the Chiefs. That's the way the Chiefs designed it. See, y'all missing the point. Y'all not seeing what the Chiefs are playing here. I'm not gonna even say chess and checkers, because you know what? Y'all need to stop belittling checkers. You gotta think in checkers as well. Just because you're great at chess doesn't mean you're great in checkers. Okay? So miss me with that. You play your opponent. You never saw Fresh? You play your opponent and you put the clock on their ass. Go watch the movie Fresh. Then you'll get that reference. I don't know why y'all don't get that reference, but the Chiefs, they play to their opponent. All right. It wasn't supposed to be a blowout. They're not trying to blow you out. They're not. They're trying to win the game. They're and nobody has caught on to it. The only person that's capable of catching on to this is Tom Brady. That's why he was able to continue to beat Patrick Mahomes. But I don't know if he can beat Patrick Mahomes now. Mahomes then, it's kind of like you ever watch. So in Good Will Hunting, Will Hunting, Matt Damon's character, he gets the best of the Harvard student. That's it went back and forth. Even though Good Will Hunting, he doesn't have a college education. He's wicked smart. He's wicked smart. That's my weak. That's my weak Boston accent. Hold up, my light went out here. Oh God, what happened? Oh, that's strange. My light went out. Okay, gotta buy a new light. That's never happened before. That's okay. The show will continue. But anyways, in the second one, Good Will Hunting, which was in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Again, Will Hunting comes back and tries to belittle the dude again. And the dude was like, hold up, player. I've been studying some stuff that you never even heard of. And then actually he defeated Will Hunting, the genius. So I say that to say that, like, we didn't see this storyline play out too much. Josh Allen, you're not going to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Maybe you will one day when Patrick Mahomes passes prime and all that stuff or whatever, but no. That would be the equivalent to James Harden and the Clippers beating Steph Curry and the Warriors in the playoffs this year. After between 2015 and 2019, the doggone Golden State Warriors have been a thorn in James Harden's ass as far as his quest for a championship. Okay? Take it from me as a Rockets fan. Rockets, our Houston Rockets got eliminated by the Golden State Warriors, led by Steph Curry 3 times. 2 times in the Western Conference Finals, and 1 time in the first round of the playoffs, and another time in the second round of the playoffs, I believe. So it's the equivalent of that. You're not gonna get the best of them. You're not. You're not. Now Joe Burrow was able to defeat Josh Allen, and he was able to defeat Patrick Mahomes on his run to the Super Bowl, but he lost in the Super Bowl. But at least Joe Burrow can say, "Hey man, I bar none of yous. I'm not scared of any of yous. I come to your home set and I beat you." Okay, but what the Chiefs are doing here is phenomenal. It is phenomenal, and I'm all about greatness. And I want to see Patrick Mahomes get that third Super Bowl in a row, get 3 in a row. I'm not hating on Philly. I'm not some Chiefs fanboy, fan man, or whatever the hell you want to call it, but I want to see greatness. I want to see history. I want to see greatness. I do. Now, if it compromises the integrity of the game, no. So, allow me to translate. I don't want to see the refs cheating, or I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes deflating any balls, or the Chiefs stealing, what you call it, signals at practice and all of that. I don't want to see that. Or Patrick Mahomes on PEDs or anything, or Travis Kelce on PEDs. I don't want to see any of that. No. I want to see the Chiefs make history. I do. You know what? After saying that, to be quite honest with you, do Patrick Mahomes really have to win 3 Super Bowls in a row to be considered greater than Tom Brady? Because, you can hate Patrick Mahomes all you want, but Patrick Mahomes didn't deflate any balls. Patrick Mahomes wasn't part of no Spygate. There's no proof Patrick Mahomes not cheating the game. What y'all annoyed about? Oh, Taylor Swift. Patrick Mahomes not dating Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift not out there on the game. Like, you mean to tell me if Tom Brady was playing, he would be distracted by Taylor Swift? I think not. I think not. I know not. I know that wouldn't happen. It's funny when you say I think not. That sounds okay, but when you say I know not, that means it almost sounds like I'm saying I know nothing. Is that what I'm saying? That's probably what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't know what I'm saying. But man, this is amazing. But this game here, it it's like every time the Bills they get up, it's like Patrick Mahomes is like, okay, all right, y'all, let's go ahead, let's do this. It's almost like they're playing with them. It's like they're playing with them. And you see the desperation on Josh Allen's face because he knows, I need this victory. I need this victory. But I'm going to tell you something, Bills fans. If you're not proud of your Bills, you should be proud of them. You should be proud of them. It's not always about winning the Super Bowl, it's the journey. Y'all know that. But a lot of Bills fans don't know that because they wasn't living back then when that happened. But it I don't I don't know. I think when you're if you're a Bills fan and you grew up back in the day when they lost those four Super Bowls in a row and you saw that the NFC Championship game featured the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. If you're a Bills fan, you couldn't feel too good about that because when they lost their four Super Bowls in a row, the first one was against the New York Giants. What division is the New York Giants in? Anybody know? The NFC East. The second Super Bowl in a row they lost in 92. Or was it 91? Whatever. The Washington Redskins. What division the Washington Redskins are in? NFC East. They go by the Washington Commanders now. Then the third when they lost to the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? What division do the Dallas Cowboys belong to? The NFC East. The fourth Super Bowl they lost in a row. They lost to the Dallas Cowboys again. What division is the Dallas Cowboys in, y'all? The NFC East. So you was going to face either the Washington Commanders or the Philadelphia Eagles. You're facing the Philadelphia Eagles because they won. We'll talk about that game in a little bit. And if you defeated the Chiefs, you was going to lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. Because the big hurdle for Josh Allen was to beat Patrick Mahomes in the postseason and get the MVP. You was going to lose in the Super Bowl facing the Philadelphia Eagles. Like they are built different. They are built different. That's a game where you would have needed Stefon Diggs and Gabe Davis. You know. And looking back with that, Stefon Diggs, you see me in my Seahawks gear, bro. I'm a Texans fan as well. Has Stefon Diggs not gotten hurt, I mean, it it would have been Texans versus Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. I mean, but if was a fifth, so we're not about to go into that. But I really like I was really that was disappointing that Gabe Davis and Stefon Diggs wasn't still on this Bills team because they've been through those bump and bruises too. And they came up together, all three of them, that trio. And Stefon Diggs, Gabe Davis, those guys, it's like if you're Josh Allen, you don't even really need to run as much as you was running because though you knew where those dudes were gonna be. That's that chemistry. And to get rid of both of those receivers, you didn't lose them because of injury. Y'all lost them. They lost them because they didn't want to pay them. The price is the price, people. But hey, they still probably wouldn't have defeated the Chiefs. But the story just doesn't seem right that Josh Allen defeating the Chiefs without Stefon Diggs and Gabe Davis because of all of what they went through. And I'm pretty sure deep down, had the Bills won. I'm pretty sure Davis and Diggs, they would be happy for the fans of Buffalo, but they're probably like, man, I wish I was there to beat them, you know. But hey, it happens. It happens. So Forrest Gump said. So there goes my theory as far as Von Miller getting every team he plays for to the Super Bowl. But it could still happen next year. Now, if Von Miller retires, it's not going to happen next year. But it came pretty doggone close. You just came against Pat. You just, unfortunately, you had to go against Patrick Mahomes, like the rest of the league. But I want to see Patrick Mahomes get that third Super Bowl in a row. I'm all about storyline. I'm not saying I rather believe a lie that's a good story over the truth that's boring. I'm talking about what's about to happen, people. Tom Brady is not happy about this. I could say my sources say he's not happy about this, but then I have no source. The only source I have is me. But I'm telling you, Tom Brady is not happy about this. Tom Brady seeing Patrick Mahomes going to another Super Bowl, like he's doing what Malcolm X did on that Denzel Washington did on the Malcolm X meme where he hits the table, he like bang, hits the table and kind of tosses his glasses off. And now he's about to go into the mode that Thanos went into um, after Avengers Age of Ultron. In the post credit scene, you see Thanos say, "All right, looks like I'm gonna have to do it myself." That's Tom Brady. Tom Brady's cooking something up, people. He's cooking something up. He's gonna make a return. He's coming. He's coming back. He's coming back again, man. Michael Jordan came back twice. Tom Brady's about to come back again because it's like, you know what? I can't have this dude. Like, it's like I gotta put my foot on this before I can't play the game at all anymore. I have to come back and beat him. You know, he has to. He has to. Because now people saying, oh, yeah, Brady never won three in a row. He never won. And he never won three in a row. That's hard to do. So you're going to hear me talking about that a lot. A lot. And it's going to happen. I don't know exactly when. Might not be next year, probably be the year after. But it's going to happen. It could happen. You ever watch the movie Angels in the Outfield? And JP, he kept saying, it could happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. But shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. I know a few Chiefs fans. They're good people. They're good people. I like them. They're not really braggadocious about it. It's like, hey, they appreciate it. And they say, hey, we deserve it. We've been through a lot. And yes, they have been through a lot, man. So more power to them, man. Like, but hey, make history. Just don't make history against my team. Like if my team, if the Chiefs were facing the Seahawks, of course, to hell with Patrick Mahomes, three Super Bowls in a row. I want my Seahawks to win. Did not appreciate the Chiefs beating my Texans, but like I said after that game, it wasn't in the cards for the Texans. This was supposed to have been Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson's storyline. One of them was supposed to take down Patrick Mahomes to prevent this from happening. They both failed. Jackson failed last year. Allen failed this year. They failed. So, at least in the Street Fighter animated movie, Ken and Ryu, they did defeat M. Bison. But in this situation is the equivalent to M. Bison, which is Patrick Mahomes defeating Ryu, which is Lamar Jackson, and Ken, Josh Allen, defeating both of them. This is the equivalent of Thanos winning those 14,735,000 battles against the Avengers. We have yet to find that one where either Allen or, well, hold up. Hold up. I take that back. Joe Burrow, so thorough. He was the Iron Man in Endgame in that situation when he defeated Patrick Mahomes. Nobody else is about to defeat him again unless Tom Brady comes back. Because if he doesn't come back, then dude is probably about to get 4 in a row. 4 in a row. But we'll say that for a different time, different day. All right. Yeah. So shout out to Chiefs fans. Shout out to y'all. Congratulations on your victory. I'm going to be talking about this Super Bowl in upcoming days. All right.